Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and of the like. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome all Mandela effectings. Hey guys, so I promised to deliver more content. This one is in relation to I found a connection here between several things. Uh, I noticed there was a brand new change with the song by Train, "Hey Soul Sister." Okay, I just noticed this earlier today. So. Check this out. Let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. Okay, hold on just a second. Hey guys. Yeah, let me share my screen with you so you can see. But yeah, I made a new discovery with "Hey Soul Sister." That you guys remember the lyrics to that? Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brain is what I remember. But now it's brains. Like if you listen to the song, let me see if I can play it for you real quick. Actually, I played some residue. Check it out. I found some lyrics. This is what it sounds like now. Check it out. January 27, 2012. Hey, 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 right? Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brain. That's what I remember. And that's what they remember too. I mean, this has to be a connected memory. Listen to this. This is the actual song. I'm not sure if you guys are actually able to listen. Check it out. Okay, you guys see that? He says brains now. See, I want to show you. There's some comments here. Teresa found this residue for me. She says it says here, from within in reference to a popular song by Train. The brain has two lobes, and the left side tends to control the logical functions of thought. So the first line, "Hey Soul Sister," could come off as a metaphor for intellectual stimulation, but no, he's talking about his. Okay. Let's see. "Hey Soul Sister" by Train. Hey, 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 your lipstick stains on the front. They put part of my left side brain, but at least they got the brain right. So, and then here's some more residue. Daryl S. Duke, June 14th, 2016. I'm telling you, this has got to be like a newer Mandela effect. My mom's ringtone was this thing. So, your lipstick stains on the front part of my left side brain. I knew I wouldn't forget you, so I went and let you blow my mind. See, your sweet moonbeam. So this guy's from my reality. I'm telling you, this is nuts, guys. I think I caught this one brand new. "Hey Soul Sister" by Train. Hey, 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 your lipstick stains. Now these are people that actually went to go see Train. I guess looks like they're actually there. But yeah, your lipstick stains on the front part of my left side brain. And it could be that lobe changed to part. I'm not sure. This person remembers part as well. But the main one is brain is now brains. And there's a connection here because, you know, I'm showing you, 'twas the night before Christmas because this is a huge Mandela effect. Another one. When all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I and my cat had just settled our brains. Long winter's nap, but it's winter nap. But right here, settled our brains. That just sounds weird. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter that it was actually roof. Out on the roof, there arose such a clatter. See, they're changing it. Look at that. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Yeah. So, and let me go ahead and do the reindeer real quick because they might change that too. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. So anyway, that poem has changed, guys. I just wanted to show you the connection here. We're seeing brains a lot. We're seeing transhumanism. I just want to know what you guys, your thoughts on the matter. And I'm opening up the discussion right now. But yeah, let me hold on. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I just find that so weird. Yeah, train song changed. Hey guys. Hi, Aaron. You guys, you guys have any other discoveries you want me to talk about? I can do them right now with you. I'm only going to go live for probably another maybe 20 minutes or so. Yeah, plain Jane, I kind of agree. It does sound dumb. I understand. Um, hey, Truth. Arby's apostrophe is over the Y. Yeah, that does look funny. Hey, Truth. The E in Wrangler jeans. Let's take a look at that one. Take a look at that one real quick. I sent an invite to Teresa. She hasn't joined in yet. Um, I was hoping she would talk more about the residue she found. But yeah, you guys, thanks for all that you do. Thank you for your support, guys. This is a tough time for a lot of folks, and we're trying to be positive about the Mandela effect. It's kind of exciting, isn't it, to find new effects. So I'm looking here at the Jeeps. Let's see. Yeah, hold on, guys. I'm looking around at different stuff. Oh, hey, Truth, you want to jump in? If anyone wants to jump in, I'm sending the link. You guys are welcome to join in if you want to. I'm just opening up the floor right now for anyone to talk about stuff. The exact line before the night before Christmas. Let me look at that again. Holy crap! Yeah. What is up with Wrangler? Let's see if that was always like that. Hold on, Wrangler on Logopedia. Hold on. Let me see if I can screen share and show this to you guys. Check this out. Yo, look at the Wrangler, guys. That Wrangler looks really messed up. You see the upwards facing E? Kind of looks like a 6, an upside down 6. And then you have the G. What's up with that G right there? Oh my goodness. What is up with that, guys? Looks like an 8. Like a broken 8, guys. I don't remember that G looking like that. Let's see. Check out the shampoo Pantene. Pantene, spelled with an I. Yeah, Pantene. Um, I mean, I could look it up for you. I remember Hazel Joseph. I remember it the other way. It was spelled E-N-E for me, no I. I mean, I'll look it up for you. I mean, there's probably plenty of residue. I don't mind checking it out. Wow. It just goes to show you that, people are having dual memories on this one. And again, sometimes it could be like Spanish. It could be maybe a French version that's different.
Hey, what's going on,
Hey, what's
Brian?
going on, Brian? Oh, hey, Truth. What's up, man?
Not much. Wasn't expecting to do a live thing today, but sounds good for a little bit.
Well, I had to bring this one up because that brains really bothered me today. On Hey Soul Sister, I had to bring that one up. That one's huge.
Yeah, it's such a popular song too.
I know, like I did the video like early this morning. I had like 30 hits positive, like thumbs up, and no thumbs down. Like everyone remembers it with brain singular.
You brought up something with dual memories.
Yes.
Uh, have you ever had a Mandela effect where you had a dual memory yourself, like you kind of remember it both ways? That's always been weird to me.
Yeah, the my newest one is the word subtle because the word in French is spelled subtile, and even like in the Bible, it puts subtlety with subtilty, but in this reality or whatever, it's spelled differently. It's subtly, so subtly. It's like it looks like supply. I don't know. I mean, I'm having dual memories on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But other stuff too, like the Home Depot and Lowe's. Um, are are you guys experiencing anything with your loved ones, remembering it the different way, not your way, but the other way? Are you guys experiencing any of that?
I
Like,
think Life Matrix was talking about Home Depot a lot today in a live thing. I think I'm getting some lag on my end or something.
is it a little bit delayed?
I think so. I see you talking when I'm talking. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. I should stay in the hangout part. But anyway, the Home Depot is kind of weird. There's actually some old sign. There's some signs that just say Home Depot, and he actually found a couple.
Oh, really? Do you want to share some of that residue?
Well, he's doing such a good job on it. I just basically
Okay.
saw him on Google Maps, right? Or Google Earth. And he
Yeah.
looked at one sign that said the Home Depot, and then he checked another, like the street view, or changed some kind of view in a different place. He just basically, there's still some signs out there that say just Home Depot. So it's kind of weird. Like there's actually some signs out there that just says Home Depot, not the Home Depot.
Yeah, I know that's just straight up weird. But what I was saying was like with the dual memories, how you were. Let me just develop on that a little bit. Are you guys experiencing your loved ones? Are they like insisting it's a certain way and you insist it's the other way? And are you guys experiencing any of that? It's crazy. Do you can you hear me? Truth, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was gonna see if somebody answered in chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting the same thing as everybody else. Some family members and friends I can't even talk to about it because they just kind of shrug it off. And so it's kind of difficult to find out. When I ask a lot of people, I can only throw out the major Mandela effects like mirror, mirror, and Berenstain, right? That's your two greatest weapons for introducing somebody into the Mandela effect because almost everybody has those.
Well,
And
now I just presented you guys with a brand new one with "Hey Soul Sister." I mean, it's a very popular song. You can use that. I mean, by all means. Um, Most people remember singular brain, not brains. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it doesn't even sound right.
No.
And you know what? That's another reoccurring theme in the Mandela effect. How come all these Mandela effects just don't seem as good as what we remember?
Right. It's like they're tampering with us, you know?
Yeah, it's not as good of a version somehow on almost all the Mandela effects, and I'm not sure what to take from that. I've been thinking about it a long time.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that one too. Looks like some people in the chat are buzzing about the word kindergarten. I kindergarten, kindergarten or garden. Hold on, let me plug up my Mac real quick. Hold on, let me plug up real quick. It's about to die. Sorry. All right. Perfect. Okay. Uh,
Somebody
so
in chat is mentioning his father was 75 years old, and he had to tell him that Mandela died in 2013 instead of 1990. And that's what I remember. I remember him dying in 1990. I don't remember the exact date, but
mhm.
most people are very late 90s or very late 80s or the very early 90s is kind of where they remember hearing him hearing the news reports that he died.
Yeah, I mean, unless he had some kind of twin brother, um, or maybe a clone. It could have been a clone.
We what's weird is I've never heard of Mandela being a bad guy until recently. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I thought he was a hero, but if you go read about some of the things he's done, it didn't sound like a great guy to me.
I haven't heard anything about it, unfortunately. I've been diving into music and logos, and seems like everything else is, you know, go moving along with the Mandela effect too. And I'm trying to introduce new things. You know what I mean? Like to discover. It's like a treasure hunt. I mean, would you guys admit it's like a treasure hunt?
Oh, I think that's what most people do. It's a hunt to find the next really big Mandela effect is some of it for me, you know. And it is. It's exciting to find a really good one. And like I think you found a good one with a train song because it's so popular. I mean, everybody should know that song.
Right. And I just presented some new arsenal. If you run into any ignorant people.
Yeah, and the we can use all the ammo we can get.
That's right. I mean, we're just trying to present the information to them. That's all. We're waking surely. So, let's see what people are talking about. Hey guys. Hey Damien, what's up, man? Wow, I'm really amazed. Like, the response in the Mandela effect is growing. Um, it's like every day there's new effects.
I think it's kind of speeding up, and I thought it would quit at some point, and it is actually growing in frequency for sure.
Yes, and you know, yesterday, one of my dearest friends, Teresa, she was having a blowout, and it's understandable because she was talking with a guy and someone else that works outside of Payless. You remember I did a Payless video?
That one I haven't seen. I've actually been going back and watching some of your videos, uh, and so that one I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, she was like she didn't even know I made the video, but it changed like I think within maybe a week or two, maybe it couldn't have been that long ago. I don't remember the upside down six. It's plain as day. It's in orange. You can clearly see a six in the logo, and
Yeah.
it made me think about like the Ford logo. I thought it was just like a funny looking pigtail, but we're seeing sixes pop up all over the place in logos. What do you
Ooh,
think about that?
I did not. I've never thought of that. I know exactly what you're saying about the Ford logo. I've never thought about it that way, but we're
Mhm.
also seeing sixes popping up in logos everywhere. Taco Bell has them, and they'll turn them
Yes.
upside down and do stuff like that with them to make it not as obvious, but
Yeah,
they're
let me show
there.
you guys. Let me show them the audience here about the Taco Bell. It's been right under our noses the whole time.
Hmm.
Like you just and it's been there for a while apparently. Um, yeah, this is the new logo, the purple and pink. You guys see there's three sixes. You got the bell portion, the ringer right here is a six. You have this pink six, and then you have this purple six right there. You guys see
Yeah.
that?
You
That's
have to.
six.
It's obvious, but if you're not looking for it, you would never see it.
Yeah,
But also, Brian, they've had other logos like the actual outside of their brick and mortar stores. They had sixes, three sixes on their actual signage outside. So that's not a coincidence when you have three sixes in all of your company logos.
yes, and see you guys see that, right? Do you see my screen?
Oh wow, yeah. Where's
You
the
see the
third? I see two.
orange six. The L is bent right there. Important to note. Um, I don't know. I mean, I meant to say the six right here. The P all is also an upside down six, as you know, and the E. That's right. E is another upside down six. So it makes sense. And
Yeah,
I mean, I
you
could
gotta
just be
wonder why.
speculating.
You
I
gotta
could
wonder
be,
why.
yeah, I know. And like I said, I could just be speculating. There's another logo I wanted to share with you guys. Hefty, the Hefty logo. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. This is another one of those subliminal things. But you look at the Hefty logo, you see how it's pointing to the he, the H and the E right here, the he. And then underneath the F, T, and Y that's connected, you have this G or a six right here.
I see it.
And I want to point out that F, strangely enough, the letter, well, first of all, yeah, that's right. It is correct. But I thought this Y was more flat. It may look more like this one. That's probably what it looks like. That's what the Hefty actually looks like.
That
Um,
that is looking like a sigil to me. Do you know what a sigil is?
no, go ahead and tell our audience what a sigil is. Tell me too.
Let me give me a minute on that so I can get a good.
All right. That's fine. I wanted to point out that F is also the sixth letter of the alphabet, and T is the sixth letter of the alphabet in reverse. So I don't know if you guys have thought anything about that. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, you would have to look up sigil, but it's basically a magic symbol that you can incorporate into logos. And most of the sigils you'll see are, I would, go as far as to say as they're satanic, but you can also use the same method into using it into your logos. And a lot of major companies have sigils in their logos. So that hefty one really looked like a sigil to me. So you should look that up. It's really quite interesting because you see them in a lot of places.
Okay, I'll look up sigils. I have something else to share with you. Teresa just sent me. She's good at finding residue. Teresa Lynch, she's good at it. Check this out. Look at this. I'll screen share one more time. Look at this. She found an amazing McDonald's residue in a newspaper. Check this out, guys. McDonald's, it's East Side. This is from the Morning Record. It's looks like 1973. McDonald's, MAC. You guys see that?
Yeah. And
Definitely.
how could an editor get that wrong? I mean, it's
I,
just
I know. Even like in the title and in the text. Come on, guys.
exactly. I mean,
Let
it's
me,
just
here's something else I want to show you. Look at my, so you can see my computer screen. Look at the very top right here on my computer screen. It says Macintosh HD hard drive. I've been typing Macintosh for as long as I can remember for the name of the hard drive. And now it's Macintosh. I mean, good night.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a reason for these dual memories.
It's like we're remembering it from another timeline or another slightly different dimension. And then sometimes we'll also remember how it is in this one. So does that mean when we have those dual memories that later memory is actually because the change happened after, or maybe it happened again? I'm always trying to get clues out of the Mandela effect, and it's a big puzzle. But I'm always trying to get clues just to glean any kind of insight from this. But you see what I'm saying? Like if we have a
Yes.
dual memory, we remember it from the old dimension, but it must have. I'm not sure why we have the memories of the current way it is too. And it's
Mhm.
not on all of them, a lot of them I actually just have strong memories of the old way it was, but some of them it's like I remember the dual, so I can't figure that one out either.
Yeah, I get that. Here's let me see if I can screen share with you guys again real quick. There's some residue here that Rena Jaceel Danielle found for me. Hold on. Let me show you something too. This is residue in relation to the Adam and God. The hands
Yes.
of Adam and God.
Yes.
Look at this. Okay, you guys, can you see that?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like now, where Adam's hand is rising above God's. Now check this out. This is hold on. Let me get back in here. Look at this. Somebody did this on their garage. I can't give out the GPS coordinates or anything, but check this out. You see how Adam's hand is level with God in this one? That's kind of how a lot of people remember it.
I kind of remember God's hand being higher,
I
don't
know. I
you?
mean, why would the human hand rise above God? And then here's something else interesting too. What I found about it was about Michelangelo's. Hang on. It was about it was about the brain. How God, maybe Michelangelo was subliminally telling us about the brain through Michelangelo's painting on the Sistine Chapel there.
Yes. Yes, I know which one
All
you're
that.
talking about.
So I'm just wondering,
There's actually a brain.
let me pull
It's
that
a
up for you guys.
Yeah.
Give me one sec. Michelangelo, Sistine Chapel. Yeah, it's a brain. There's got to be a connection here.
You're right, Brian. What's up with all the brains, especially as of late?
That's right. They're trying to make us better than God, I guess, or at least.
Well, I
Let me
was
show
I was going to say, Brian, we're seeing a reoccurring theme here, and I don't want to get too dark with it. I just have to mention that
Yeah, of course, of course. I
yeah,
mean, we don't want to cause mass hysteria or anything.
no,
There's
no,
nothing to worry about. Everything that's going to happen is exciting. Honestly, it's a fulfillment of prophecies. I think
yeah.
God is real. He's coming.
Everything that's happening, God already knows, and it's all in His plan. And hey, you know what, Brian? I read the Bible a few times, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give a spoiler for people that haven't. God wins in the end. So
Well, you're right
right,
about it.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, a spoiler alert: God wins. So yeah, if you ever get spooked out or anything over the Mandela effect, you should not take it really, seriously. You have to really you have to look at it like you do in a fun way and just try to take in all what's happening.
Yep, definitely. Okay, and
What?
It's
Wait,
like,
Brian, about the Sistine Chapel. What? Tell me what you think. What does that mean? The brain that's kind of over. I don't really get that. What does the brain symbolize there? Because many people have seen that painting for centuries, right? And I think it's just within the last 5, 10 years that somebody noticed that it's the
yes,
outline of a brain. But I don't really get what he was trying to do there, you know?
maybe because we were created in God's image, and maybe imaging is having to do with brains. I'm trying to see the connection too.
I really think the Mandela effect is giving hints and clues.
Golly, Quiznos too is infected.
Really?
It's almost like we should call it the Mandela infection.
It's almost going to epic proportions here. I there's a better word for it, but you know what I'm saying? Epidemic.
Look at this Looney Tunes residue.
Oh, I love the Looney Tunes one. That was the third one that I recognized before I heard the Mandela effect, and I'm just talking about the spelling of tunes. Uh, I was watching TV and I hadn't watched cartoons in 15 years, so I sat there and watched a little bit of Bugs Bunny for a while, and I was like, yeah, it just that was a big one for me. Is all I'm trying to say.
Yes, amen. It was a big.
And the fact that people have had Mandela effects before they even knew about the Mandela effect, and it was like had a name, tells you that it isn't just some kind of phenomena that the name itself creates. You know this. I've heard so many people say that they actually noticed changes before they heard of the Mandela effect.
Yeah, well, I just wish somebody would have woke me up like back in like 2009 or something when it first started really taking off.
Yeah, I didn't get into it till 2014.
2014, yeah. Well, shoot, you could have woke me up. I didn't wake up till last year. Did you wake up by yourself, or you had someone wake you up?
No, I woke up by myself because like I said on that other chat, I was walking through the grocery aisle, noticed Fruit Loops changed. Interview with a vampire changed to the vampire. I mean, I even remember the red A they had in the on the CD DVD cover, you know. And I was thinking, wow, that's very strange. And like I said, once I heard that the Mandela effect had a name, then I could research it more because I didn't really know what to do when it was just me noticing two or three Mandela effects. You know, you just kind of, what can you do with it, you know? But once this thing came out, I could research it and I started learning every Mandela effect I could, and I actually have a very large percentage of them, and that's why I'm so into it.
Yes. So
Uh,
you resonate with almost every one of them then.
right. And I'm not going to say all of them. I just have a very high percentage.
Well, let me show you another arsenal since we're talking about arsenals to
Yes,
present to people.
I'm
Because oh my gosh, show them the
ammo.
Fruit of the Loom. I mean, the freaking Fruit of the Loom logo. Look at this, all the way back to like the 1970s. And hang on, let me find it.
And that's the thing. While you're finding it, a lot of people don't realize that you can vet these. These aren't just logo changes. You can go find a cereal box from the 60s and it's still spelt that way.
Yeah, and it doesn't even make sense logically. Fruit of the Loom. Where is the loom? The loom basket. That's what I'm saying. Where is it? So
Oh, you're right. Uh, there's always a wicker basket, right?
yes, and what about Fruit Loops? This one really gets some people. Actually, like more than most people. The Fruit Loops. There's Yang. This just looks totally wrong. This looks more like what I remember. The
Mm-hmm.
You
See,
guys see that?
the other one has too many O's. I mean, it's like obvious. It just looks
Um,
off. You know,
and wait a minute.
Brian, I seriously thought they did a logo change when I first saw that, and I didn't hear about the Mandela effect. It was the only way to quantify it, right? Oh,
Right.
oh, they changed their logo. It's not real fruit, so maybe they had to spell fruit wrong, and then you put it in your cart and you go on with your life.
Exactly. And how many of you guys remember Captain Crunch instead of Captain Crunch? That's another big one to me.
Yeah, I remember Captain.
And speaking of yin yangs, somebody was cracking a funny at me about that one. Let's look at the yin yang.
I don't see how the yin yang could have changed.
Well,
I'll definitely know that if it's changed. I was into martial arts when I was a kid, and, you know.
right. I'm just making sure the colors like hadn't flipped or anything. I mean, you never know with the stupid Mandela effect. What could it do? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
How many of you guys remember Subway having the arrows?
I
Uh,
remember at some point I was like I noticed it, but I thought that they had put that in there.
yeah, I mean, but we're talking a change that went back like 40 something years ago. Let me look. Hold on. I'll show you. You guys look at that Subway logo, and not to mention now the one part at the Y is like pointing straight down. You guys see that? I remember it was pointing more upwards. You guys see that, right? What's going on with that Subway Y? Do you see that?
I do. I was just trying to think of why all these logo changes. It seems to be a major, you know what I'm saying? It seems to be the most numerous category of the Mandela effect.
Yeah, and there's I actually also found some residue on Capricorn being a goat. I don't know if you guys wanted to see that, but I did find some Capricorn as a goat. Would you be interested if I could find that?
Yeah, that one's been out a while, but I mean, show it to people because not everybody knows all the Mandela effects. And I happen to be, I think, a Sagittarius, so I didn't really, you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't a strong one for me. But so many people have that one, you just know it's a Mandela effect.
Let me see if I can find it. It's like almost everything. It seems like it's getting infected.
Brian, did you know that at some point NASA came out and said all of our astrological signs were off? Have you ever heard that? They actually said that
Yes.
they did the math and we were slightly wrong about the astrological signs, which is very strange. Because if we lived in a different universe that was slightly different in configuration, all of a sudden NASA's like, they did the math. There's actually an article on that, and they said that the signs were slightly off.
I remember. Now, is that recent? Because I remember something back in 2011 about that, like
It
in
that's
2000.
probably Yeah, that's probably around the time. I thought it was a little bit more recent than that, but time is going by so fast for me. It's hard to tell
Oh yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, holy moly! It's almost midnight already.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, it was just like 10 o'clock. I swear.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know, right? Teresa's just bombing me with residue here. So let me show you this next one. This is Abraham Lincoln. How many of you remember Abraham Lincoln?
She's just a residue monster, isn't she?
I know, right? Look at Abraham Lincoln. This drawing. You see, you guys can see that link. Look at Abraham Lincoln's palm face down. Now in this reality, I'll show you what he looks like now.
Yeah,
You guys
I
see
don't
that
see a
one?
link or anything.
Oh, you didn't see that?
Oh, here we go.
Do you see that?
For some reason, yeah, okay, now I see it. Now I see it. Yes.
Sorry about that. Yes, Abraham Lincoln apparently in this reality also was a wrestler. How many of you remember him as a wrestler?
No.
Um,
Did they wrestle back then? Did they have like? And I know it wasn't WWE. It was the more
no.
traditional kind of wrestling. But he was a wrestler.
Hang on, let me find that for you guys. I mean, it's got to be some kind of joke, right? I mean, look at that. Is that a joke? Are you with me? Can you guys see that?
It's yeah.
Could
If
be a
I could go to
Photoshop.
no, that's crazy. There's pictures of him. Is that a real picture of him in a wrestling out? Well, I know that's not.
No, no. Some of these are obviously they're probably photoshopped, but that's what someone told me was that he was in real life a wrestler. If someone wants to find residue on that one, knock yourself out. I wanted to show you the Abraham Lincoln statue itself. Just no, I mean, I bet I can ask my dad. He knows this one. Look at that. You see him balled up like a fist.
Yep. And
Money bags. Huh?
before his hand was just like the one on the left. They were just that's a sign of being
Manipulation.
angry or that fist.
Yes, yes. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, when you're angry, what do? You ball up a fist, right?
Or he's
Yeah.
thinking very intensely. It's almost a sign of power or something too. I'm getting from it.
Right. Um, there's another statue. How many of you guys know the rodent thinker?
Yes, the thinker, the guy that has his fist on his chin.
Right, but I wanted to ask you guys what you remember because he looks all contorted now, and Aaron brought this up to me. Eager Aaron, check it out. Like it looks like you see his wrist is all like bent up, you know,
Yeah,
and
okay. I even said it. I was like, his fist was on his chin, but this is like his fingers are on his chin.
yes,
Yeah,
not to mention his elbow is on his left knee instead of his right knee.
exactly.
I thought it was over here, and I don't remember his arm so relaxed hanging over the other arm.
He might be bent over a tad bit more too. That's kind of hard to tell,
I
but
know, I know. But it's weird how the Mandela effect. It's getting harder. Like as time goes by with these Mandela effects, it's getting harder and harder to find residue.
I'm wondering what this is going to be like in a year.
Well, I wonder.
I think Google
Yeah,
has
I mean, do you see what I'm talking about there? You see how I always thought his elbow was resting on his left. I mean, excuse me, his right knee, and now it's on his left knee, and I don't remember that arm hanging over like that.
What do you think about it, Rena?
Rena, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I think
Oh,
it's really strange. I feel like it's shifted multiple times, probably in the last few months.
Rena, I can barely hear you. Are you there?
Sorry, I was just pulling away from Wi-Fi, so it's gonna have to. Can you hear me better now?
It sounds I can
A little
barely
bit muffled.
understand her too.
Is your hand maybe covering the mic? Because I can't hear you.
No, she said she's like getting out of Wi-Fi range, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's. I think it's
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
good. I hate
There it is. Hey, there's my other special girl. She finds me residue too, right, Rena?
Oh, yeah. We're all a team.
What is some of the most outstanding residue that you found? Which is the one that you just like, this is really cool?
Well, I think I figured it out when it was talking about interviewing the vampire because I remember A. And
Oh,
then
Little Debbie's. Uh,
what?
Somebody brought up Little Debbie pinwheels are now spin wheels. That's true biscuit. You guys remember pinwheels? Yeah, Rena, I couldn't hear a word you said. Could you repeat that about the Mandela effects you discovered? The,
Can you hear me now, though? Is that better?
it's fading
Okay.
in and out. You,
How about that?
that's better.
Okay. Yeah, I have a book. It's Interview with a Vampire. That's the one that really got me, because I was like, no, I've read this book a million times. It's like a cult following for me when I was a teenager. And I know it was
Yes.
a vampire. And the book that I have actually has a sticker on it from the bookstore, and it has A in it. And
Oh, you got to show us a picture of that. Can you do that?
yeah. Well, I made a video on it. I'm driving right now.
Oh, then don't. Yeah.
So,
Be
but yeah,
safe.
I'll show you that later. But it's a faded A. It looks like it was trying to erase itself, kind of, but you can still see that it is.
But it was a sticker that the bookstore put on there, or maybe the publisher.
Right. Yep. When it was, books for
I've got to
sale.
see that, Rena, because that one I noticed before I even heard of the Mandela effect, and it makes me angry somehow. I don't even want to say. I even changed the name of the movie on my hard drive, if you know what I mean. It's Interview with a Vampire, and there's nobody that could ever tell me differently. And it wasn't like he was the vampire. There were many other vampires. He wasn't even. Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing that pissed me off. I'm like, he's not the vampire. There's multiple others.
yeah. And again, Brian, see how that doesn't make as much sense, and it's just not as good as the way we remember it. I mean, why is that?
Everything's dumbed down.
Yeah. It just doesn't work like it did.
I don't know. I feel like that too. I feel like they're dumbing down the system, and they're making us they're making us have bad memories, I think.
It'll make it easier for us to take their medication because we're crazy, right?
What'd you say, Rena?
That it'll make it easier for us to take their medication because that are crazy at that point, right?
Yeah. Let's hope they don't do that, Rena.
Let's hope.
Especially us people. Well, us people with channels, they go, oh, you've been talking about it. Here's your medication.
Yeah.
Okay, True Biscuit really wants me to do a video on Debbie Pinwheels. I'll check it out real quick. I am curious about it. Are you guys?
Sure.
Hey Brian, show that picture I sent you of the page.
Did you just send me one? Did you just send me a video, residue or something?
I sent it to you earlier.
Let me go back.
It has the hand of Adam more extended than
Yes, I showed that, the one in the garage.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That's so weird, man.
I know. It was an exact replica, or made to look almost exactly like it. So I don't.
No, there's no way Little Debbie was like that. You guys remember that? Do you remember Pinwheels or Spin Wheels, folks?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
what
hang
is
on.
A spin wheel? I don't even know what a spin wheel is.
Yeah, check this out. This is my mom used to buy these all the time. They were pinwheels. Look at this. They're spin wheels now. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Not to mention there is a Mandela effect, I believe, with Little Debbie herself. She's supposed to have some freckles. At least that's what I remember. Someone else brought it to my attention too. What do you guys think? Let's have
I can go ahead and tell you. Spin wheels? No, I've never heard of that. I didn't even know what you guys were talking about until you showed the picture.
Let's take a vote right now in the audience. Did Little Debbie have freckles or no freckles? Snack cakes? Little Debbie snack cakes? What is going on with Little Debbie? True Biscuit, man, you are a true Mandela finder. Let's see. Little Debbie snack cakes. Let's see.
They need to leave our Sarah Lee and our Little Debbie's alone, man. This is not cool.
Yeah,
It was
I
snack
think
cakes with a
Harold's
C. Did it
terrible.
change?
You know those nutty bars? There's also a Mandela effect of the buddy bars
Yeah.
and the nutty
Yeah.
bars.
It's like it's stuck in the middle. It can't decide which way it wants to go because some weeks I'll see nutty bars and I'll see buddy, and I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Have you guys ever thought of this? Okay, so in order for a logo to change, at some point in the history of that product, something happened when they were naming their brand or their logo. You see, I'm trying to that's the way I think. I'm like, what happened to change their mind when they name something? It's I don't know, it's just a thought I had.
Yeah, sorry guys, I kind of got a little bit sidetracked there. It happens. My medicine's wearing off. But yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about? Like, I mean, because this is going to be open discussion. Whatever else you guys want to talk about, I'm cool with it.
Has anybody in the chat? Does anybody in the chat have the Darth Vader turning silver Mandela effect? And I watched your video on that, Brian. It was really good.
Oh, thanks, man. I owe that one to Damien Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now. Hey, Damien.
Oh, is Damien in the chat?
Yeah, no, he's in the chat, live chat window, but not in the. Yeah, he was on here with us the other night. Remember?
Yes, I really enjoyed talking to him. I enjoy talking to everyone, but Digital and Damien. I even tried that we're trying to exchange emails and stuff so we can keep in contact.
Let's see.
Yeah, Rog, take a good look at several Darth Vader pictures and tell me he used to not be all black for the most part. Now he's got way too much silver on him. It's
for you guys.
and Plain Jane. I'm going to check that Eagles song out because I play guitar and I play a lot of like classic rock. And if that one is changed,
Awesome,
I'll know it.
What Eagles song?
Already Gone.
Which one? What song?
Already Gone.
Oh, okay.
And I'm feeling strong. Yeah.
You know, there is something in the Hotel
You see his silver nose, and look at his mask is like gray right here.
Guys, that is just, I have goosebumps. I just don't know what to think about Darth Vader. The Star Wars Mandela effects really get to me like no other. I mean,
and look at the gray on his chest plate, the gray stripes. There's another thing too, but I haven't. This one doesn't resonate with a lot of folks, and I'm wondering why. But I don't remember this stripe down his helmet on the going down the middle, and neither does my mother or my father, and they remember this from the 70s even.
Well, on your video about it, you show all that residue evidence of people drawing Darth Vader, and almost none of them have that ridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see if that's what you guys remember too, trying to connect and see if you remember that also. If not, I mean, it's cool. I mean, either way. But definitely that silver nose was not there.
I do remember the screws below his nose being silver, and besides that and the control box or whatever that is on his chest, he was all black.
I know, and you can even see it, like even in this old faded portion right here. If you zoom in good enough, you can see the silver nose that's right there. It's just it's so small of a change. You know what I mean?
It's almost like they're making fun of us or something because of the C3PO. What's up, Damien?
Hey guys, you triggered me.
Haha, you're triggered.
Yeah, that was Damien's find.
The Mandela trigger. No, Damien. Damien, you triggered me with the Darth Vader thing, dude. I'm gonna say that.
Well, I had to share because that messed me up for a good week.
I'm still creeped out and just, I don't know. It's a big one. That's a huge one to me.
Oh,
I mean,
True Biscuit wants me to trace Little Debbie's. Which little Debbie? You want me to trace the main one? I can do the main one, or I can make a ton of separate videos where I'm just tracing them. I don't mind at all.
I think that's such a good idea, Brian.
Yeah.
And if you catch one and you do it on video and you actually catch one, right? That's going to be big. That would be big.
I actually did catch Applebee's before it changed where the P's are disconnected now.
Do you have a video of that? Because I'll go back
do.
and watch that. Yeah, I'll watch that tomorrow then. I got to see that.
Yeah, I have a video where I'm actually outside Applebee's and I'm documenting the A and the P are connected like a 6. And, like the top of the A comes down and loops around with the P, but now it's got a broken loop on both the P's.
I'm going to have to go look at that.
I kind of wish I would have traced it in the air. Like, I talked about it, but I didn't trace it. But still,
Okay.
I caught it.
Did you film the logo in front of the restaurant, or?
Yes, I was right there in front of the restaurant.
Okay, does it still look? Did it change?
No, it changed. Like, you could see it has a broken P, but I am describing it as if it's connected.
But in the video it changed. I got you, and that's the way it seems to work. It's
digital, changes everything from history.
I'm going to check that out because that's pretty wild. So you're basically, it looks like now you're describing what you're seeing in the Applebee's sign, but it looks wrong from what you're describing.
Yes. The Teresa can vouch for that with me. She's the one that brought that up to me. But this is I spent a little bit of time. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got some tracings done of Coca-Cola in case it changes again from actual tracing paper. I've got Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke. I know it's reverse mellow yellow, but you guys see, and I put the dates on there too. You see the dates. I don't know if you can see that. That was done 5/13. So I'm hoping this doesn't change. But look at this. I want to show you guys. Look, now the C and the O right here in Diet Coke, I remember them being connected, but I do not remember the K and the E. That was not connected. That K was more flat to me. It was more flat, like this part of the K. What do you guys remember?
That one I'm actually not sure on. That's a weak spot of mine, like the connecting letters.
Hey, Cosmic.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome aboard, man.
What's up?
Hey, what do you guys think about that? Hey, the Hey Soul Sister change. Was that huge or what?
You know what? It's always been brains for me.
It's been brains for you? Wow.
Yeah, it's always been brains for me.
Because that one just changed for me. Like, I swear, like, it hadn't been like that more than a week or two. I swear. Like,
really? I was singing that in karaoke for a couple of years now, and it's always been brains.
That's so weird, man.
Yeah, that is weird.
So
Nathan in the chat says it's like an AI hive mind program they are connected to. When the reality is hacked, they take the update and only remember the new version. To me, the Mandela effect just changes, like it's always been that way. I don't think an AI has to change anything on Google,
Oh, I want to mention to you guys, y'all was talking about that Home Depot video earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, when he goes from Google Earth to Google Maps, the cars that's next to the sign is the same. The cars are the same.
And those were two different locations, right, Cosmic?
No, it's the same location, but he was saying that the pictures were taken at 2 different times. But that's impossible if the cars are the same.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I don't,
saying.
I don't even know how to wrap my brain around that one. You know, like
I was rewinding that video countless times just to see if I was bugging, but it's the same. Those are the same cars next to that sign in both pictures.
I wonder how far away those were taken as far as time goes. I hear somebody's TV.
That's probably me. I'm sorry. That's my
Oh, that's
grandmother.
all right. Oh, that's okay.
That's cool, man. Hey, story. You were saying about the Swerve credit card. I'm trying to find it. You're saying it changed to Serve?
What?
The Swerve credit card. I don't know that one. See, I'm not familiar with that. If I'm not familiar with it,
It's like
no,
it's like one of those prepaid cards, like the Rush card, something like that.
well, exactly. Like Plain Jane says, what now? So what now? I mean, the intelligence. Nathan's right. I mean, the intelligence that's making the changes will start to communicate with you and send you personal alterations.
Does anyone remember?
Yeah. Oh wow, really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Cosmic. You mentioned you do a lot of lyrics too. What? Are there any other lyrics that you noticed that changed?
Um, yeah, a couple of them. Hall and Notes, Private Eyes.
Whoa. What changed on Private Eyes?
He goes Private Eyes, I'm watching you. Now he says they're watching you.
Okay, I always thank goodness I didn't have that Mandela effect. It's always been, yay.
Really? That one didn't affect you?
No, and I'm a big Hall and Oates fan. I actually met Oates
Really?
in the Nashville airport one time also.
What about the Maneater song? I know that one sort of changed.
Oh yeah, it did.
I believe it's Maneater. I did a video on it. She only comes out at night. Now she always comes out at night or something like that.
I'll have to look at that one because I know.
And that other song, I forget who's singing. Like he's supposed to say who's gonna take you home, and he says who's gonna drive you home.
See, I remember Drive You Home, and that's the Cars,
man.
right? That's the Cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember his take also?
I remember his take. Who's gonna take you home?
Rena, you remember his take or Drive? Rena, you got your mic on mute, I guess. You there?
Sorry, yeah, I'm here.
That's cool. Do you remember Drive or Take? We're taking a vote here.
What song is it?
Who's going to take you home or who's going to drive you home?
I thought it was Take.
It is Take.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But it's weird how, like, you know, it's got to have changed sometime in the last 8 years. I'm just not sure when.
All right, what about I did a video on this Queen.
Hotel California?
Queen, which Queen song?
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
No, that's the wrong group. Sorry. I'm thinking about who sings that? The Eagles? Who sings Hotel California?
It's the Eagles. It's the Eagles.
Eagles,
yeah. That changed too.
That one changed for me.
It's something to do with the chambers.
Yeah.
It was Chamber of the Beast or something like that. Now it's the Chambers.
It was Chamber. Now it's little stupid changes, but still, you know.
I remember too. It was like
Begin to pray.
You can find me here,
Begin to pray.
find it here.
Did you guys have a Mandela effect on Queen? We Are the Champions.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. And it's so cool. On my video, I've got I think it's George Clooney and a couple others.
Oh,
and they're all
in the
they're
taxi.
they're all singing it, and it's I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm surprised nobody said anything about that. They were just staring, like sitting there, like okay, like I'd have been like, "What happened to the end?"
No, they did. They were they actually say it, and they tried to sing it. They were waiting for it, and it never happened. That last line.
Right.
Very cool though.
That's the one where they're all riding in the car, and
Yeah.
and the guy's like waiting for that last line. What was that video? Was that like a Saturday Night Live? What was that from?
I can't remember. I've got the video here.
Yeah, Trubisky, you trying to get my attention? I'm right here.
Does anybody know the name of that show? I don't have cable, so I don't know this guy's name, but he's a English talk show host, and he does this segment where he picks up celebrities and drives them around, and they all sing.
It's some kind of taxi karaoke or something like that.
Yeah.
It's James. It's James Corden.
Thank you.
Did anybody else notice the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air effect?
I've heard of that one, and I had that one too.
Oh my God.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy. And again, every time I show people, they be like, "Oh, they probably just added that in later on." Nah, come on, man.
They don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People, I don't get it.
They have to quantify it some way. You know?
Yes.
It's like making an excuse.
Carpool karaoke. Yeah, let's all go carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Was that the name of it? Carpool karaoke?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
James Corden.
It was.
I mean, he was in there with Stevie Wonder, Michelle Obama, and
Adele was in there.
Yeah. I even saw him with who's it, Missy Elliott. It's a pretty good show. I have a lot of fun watching it.
I'm trying to see about that song of the world. The part "We Are the Champions of the World." They're also stressing of the world a lot. And I just discovered recently that world means age. Even in the Bible, it talks about the world being like, the end of the world, meaning the end of the age. I mean, who knows? Maybe we did start over with maybe we're on like a video game like level 3. We progressed from level 2 to level 3 or something. What do you think?
It's scary if you think about the movie The Matrix. At some point in the movie, Agent Smith said that they had to redo the Earth. I'm trying to say they had to make another version of the Earth because we couldn't cope with the first one they made.
Oh,
just a thought, just a scary thought. Sorry about that.
Well, you mentioned
somebody else on YouTube was saying that too. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Really weird looking dude. He raps. He's supposedly a rapper, and he's saying that he is deaf and he shifted everybody to this new earth and all this other crap.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd believe a person saying if they were solely responsible for the Mandela effect. That's kind of.
Oh, I don't. I'm just saying. I thought it was really
tell.
funny.
Yeah, no, I could tell you didn't believe it either.
Abnormal, did you cause the Mandela effect?
No, I don't even know what's causing it. More or less caused it,
No, I'm just joking with you.
If I did, I would stop it,
The L and the A have also connected in Frosted Flakes, Damien says.
Oh,
so what's up with that? I'm seeing that so much lately. It's like a new thing about the letters connecting. That's weird, and I don't know what the clue is there, but there's got to be something because so many logos are doing that now.
Yeah, I was just at the mall yesterday and I saw Lane Bryant That store, the L and the A is connected now. It wasn't like that before.
I mean, who does that? I mean, it's like we don't do that when we're typing or writing.
No.
And that half T thing is really weird too.
Not only that, the tail on the T too. It wasn't always like that. Not all of the lowercase T's got L's on them. Like, I mean, tails on them. And I actually found some residue at my job and took pictures of it, and now I can't get the pictures off my phone. It's just a gray screen.
Oh wow.
And when I went to work today, the papers that I took pictures of are gone.
Hey, True Biscuit, you got a lot to say. Do you want to join us in the chat so we can like talk about some of these? Because you got some really good stuff to present. If you want to join in, I'll send you the link real quick.
Cosmic. So they took the paintings
I'd love to
down?
hear from that.
No, these were like, because I work with autistic adults, so we have like little pages on bulletin boards with laminated pages with words on them, so they can learn words. And that whole board is gone now. It's not there. And then when I asked about it, they were like, "What are you talking about? What words? What?"
That's some personal Mandela effect right there. That's
Yeah.
So get this, guys. You were talking about Little Debbie earlier. The T's now in Little Debbie are now half T's as well.
Oh, great.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. Has it been like that for quite some time now?
I
No.
noticed it today.
No.
Just today.
Wow.
And you know that the oatmeal cream pies is no longer spelled CREAM, it's CREME on all of the cream pies, all the cakes with creams in them.
Little Debbie snack cakes. They took the C out of it. No way. From 1960 to 1985. You guys need to see this. Hold on, let me share my screen with you. Okay, look at this. You guys see that? From 1960 to 1985.
And
Snack is spelled wrong. It's like a 5-year-old word.
And she had freckles before too.
And why would they spell snack wrong?
I know. And yeah, the T's look messed up.
Yeah, but snack couldn't be copyrighted or anything. There's no reason to do that.
Not only that, did y'all check out the double stuffed Oreos? It's spelled with one F now.
Yes, that one's been out a while, but I also had that one.
Crazy.
When did that happen? Are you guys wondering about that too? Like, when did all this stuff start happening? That's what I want to know.
Well, Brian, it doesn't make sense. It's like it changes at different times for different people, is from what I can gather.
How many of you guys remember Double Bubble?
I do.
Tell me, guys, was it spelled like this always?
I can't see it.
Can you see that?
Oh wow, really? Nah.
I would have remembered that. That just looks so wrong, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back in time, that's the thing with the Mandela effects. If you go back in time, it's like it's always been like that. Go into Messenger real quick. Teresa's probably bombing me with some more stuff. Hey, Rena, you there? Are you still there?
I'm here.
Are you getting any like residue that Teresa's sending? Because I'm not able to keep up with it. She's sending me so much stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to look at some of it, but my messenger's messed up. I was gonna try to send that link of the interview with a vampire sticker, but I just sent it to you because I don't think it would.
Did you get that? Did you get her picture she sent, Brian?
Hold on, let me get off.
I would love to see that. That's just too cool.
Wait, which picture?
Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah,
You
it's the
sent it to me?
sticker on the back of the book. It's I sent it on Facebook.
See, my thinking is that A is still on there because it was like the bookstore put that on there. You see what I mean? It was.
Wow, that is some fantastic residue. I have to share that with you guys.
Oh, share it, share it, share it.
I'm going to. This is Rena. You're amazing. Look at this. You guys see that interview with a vampire? There you have it, right there.
Yeah.
That's reality residue for you. You guys see that? Thank Rena Jaceel for that.
That is awesome, Rena, because that's not digital. That's a picture of the book that you have in physical format. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm keeping that in a safe space now. Like I'm like that's gotta stay good because that's a piece of history to me.
yeah, I would almost wrap
Yeah.
that thing or something and.
No, you could like, if you wanted to, you could like turn around and, you know, make you a couple bucks off of that picture. God.
Rena, I would almost sell that. Yeah.
Well, it'd be cool if somebody made like a Mandela Effect roadshow and they just had all this residue stuff left behind.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about that the other
so
day.
awesome.
That'd be cool.
Well, let's see. Did you guys have any more questions? Anyone have any more questions?
I have one, and it's kind of bugging me, but I don't know if anyone
Sure.
has seen it. Philips brand, they make a lot of lights and different appliances. I
Yes.
remember it having 2 L's, and now it has 1.
Oh, I
I
was
just
just
bought a new
thinking that.
raised.
Yes.
Did that change for you guys too?
Yes, it did.
As soon as you said Phillips, I tried to spell it out what I remembered in my mind, and I had 2 L's. So
They're taking our L's.
stories talking about Cool Whip.
Let's
Cool
look at that
Whip.
one real quick. That's one that another one that Rena found. Let's see how long it's been like that. She also found Jello too, guys. Jello has a 6 in it.
Hey, Chris.
That whole thing equals 666. If you add it up.
And
really
Rena,
scary.
that's been coming up a lot tonight. The whole 666. I mean,
Well, see, that's its signature. Its signature is going to be in everything that's going to be changed by this phenomenon. That's what's going to happen. I can already see it.
well, I mean, what does that tell you about who's causing it? I mean,
Yeah.
right? Am I wrong?
It's not from God, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll show you guys. There's a connection here. Let me show you this stuff here. These pictures. Okay. So you know we're not joking. Look at this. And again, we're not trying to create mass hysteria. We're just trying to bring about awareness. That's all. I mean, just to be watchful that prophecy is being fulfilled. Look at the 6.
Oh my gosh, Brian, that is
Brian, show him the Pop logo on the Quaker, the Pop crisp thing.
Oh wow, yeah, Pop.
You mean Snap, Crackle, and Pop? Oh, okay.
Pop chips on Quaker. Look at this.
I literally saw the gluten-free banner change before my eyes. Like it was trying to, it literally covers the I-O looking thing, and then it touches the 666 part, and it was not there before. That scared the crap out of me. It changed.
See, I'm going to have a Mandela effect change before my eyes because I just never thought it worked that way. Like there wouldn't be a moment in time it changed. It just had always been that way. So I will be really freaked out if I actually see something changing because just from my research I've done, it just seems like it's always been that way. Because people ask the question, you know, how come nobody ever sees it? Well, I've just talked to 2 or 3 people recently from Brian's talks here that have seen changes in real time.
I've seen quite a few of them. But I actually did something really stupid. I challenged this phenomenon, and I shouldn't have done that because I had a bunch of bad stuff happen after that. So I've been keeping it like down low. I was like, that was really dumb. We're supposed to test each spirit, but maybe not all of them.
One thing I would like to say is that I know a lot of Christians, it's having the opposite effect on Christians. It's bringing us closer to God. It's I've read the Bible more a lot this last year than I normally do. I'm just trying to say that it's like having a opposite effect. It's waking us up more.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
Yes, and I really got to thank, big shout out to Extol Yeshua for pointing out the changes. She actually inspired me to start like hand copying the Bible, and I've got like probably like 80% of the New Testament finished.
I want to commend you for doing that. There are several other people doing that too, and that is such a good tool. It's such a good tool to have to look back, because whatever you write down isn't going to change.
I believe that. I believe what you write down won't change.
And any artwork won't change. Just like that garage door painting of the Sistine Chapel, how it didn't change because that's original artwork.
I can't believe I'm sitting right by it over here now, and I'm looking over there, and I can't believe they painted over it. It was so pretty.
Oh, the garage?
Yeah.
Somebody might have bought the house or something.
They did. The lady that owned it, she was, I actually looked at the pictures of her house. She's got like tons of occult stuff everywhere. The house number is 111.
No, wait, talk about the occult stuff. Somebody had, you're talking about that same garage?
In their house, the pictures when they sold it, because she passed away, and then they put that house up for sale, so they had it all set up, and there was like pentagrams and just all these different world religion symbols everywhere, and they had a lot of.
Well, is it just me, or is that weird? Because I was betting on the person that lived there to be a Christian.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they were. I hope they were, because she passed away now. But yeah, that whole house had a whole like
oh wow,
religious openness theme to it. Even outside, they had big statues of Buddha and the Jewish Star David above the 111 of their house.
I guarantee I wouldn't even spend the night in that house, much less buy it.
Hey guys, True Biscuit wants me to bring it up, and he's trying to shout it out to everyone. He went to this must be a personal Emmy. He says, I went to Santa Monica, and Bubba Gump's restaurant switched from the left to the right of the pier.
I believe him. I've seen a restaurant switch sides of the road too.
I'm knock you down for that, I am going to be doing these videos on a regular basis to try to, we'll try to get everyone in live chat. We're supposed to be having, guys, in case you don't know, this Friday we're having Evan Powers on the channel. And we're also going to have Meek D. He's going to be on here too. And we're going to be talking about Bible changes and statue changes as well, especially the Hindu statue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which Hindu statue changed?
The Shiva the Destroyer.
Of course.
What? So that's what they have outside of CERN.
Yeah. And how many arms? Wait, before we tell you, how many arms did she have in your mind?
I think she had like 6.
Maybe 6.
She has 4 now.
No. Okay,
wow.
I'll go look. Gotta look.
I'll
cow.
screen share and share with everyone. Look at this.
One of those arms that is missing was holding a little vial.
Look at that.
I can't see it.
You see it?
Wow.
You see how there's the cobra, and I found out it's not even like a she, it's like a he. Shiva.
Okay, but all right, here's what I remember. There were 2 extra arms and they were lower.
Right, she has 6.
See how her 4 is really high, like all of her limbs are kind of high? There was some down lower, That's amazing.
Now, what do you guys think about all these flames coming off of here? Is this supposed to be like the sun god to the Hindus? I don't know.
It's Shiva the Destroyer.
It sure looks like it though.
She's the destroyer.
And I plan on bringing in some experts on that. But
Yes,
That
that'll be interesting.
that is so crazy. So statues are changing a lot lately, I guess. And
well, yeah, not only that, and paintings.
Well, oh, do you
Based on
guys
the Mandela effect.
think the Mona Lisa changed?
Yes.
She
Yeah,
definitely didn't have that veil on her head.
and that smile. It smiles slightly different.
Shiva in history, always a he. Yeah, Aaron, I know. You look back in history, it's always a he. But it's a very feminine looking he, isn't it?
Well, a lot of those gods or deities, they all look like
Oh,
women.
yeah. Someone here, Linda Cool, she wanted me to mention about King Tut's headdress. The headdress has two animals now, and a cobra and a bird now. I've actually seen, me and Rena witnessed that one go through 3 changes. Or actually,
Yeah.
2 changes, right? You want to talk about that?
Sure. I saw that when I first started getting interested in the Mandela effect. I didn't really understand it, but I searched the King Tut sarcophagus headdress, and it was 2 snakes, clearly 2 snakes, and then like 2 weeks later, it changes back to the vulture and the snake. And it was like every search engine I looked at was the 2 snakes, and where is it gone? And there was people in the forum talking about it. I have to try to find it, but they were talking about it being snakes, and then everyone was like yelling at them. They're like, "No, you're wrong!" And it was like this huge confusion pile. I'm like, I saw 2 snakes, but I didn't remember it being 2 snakes before that. So it's really, really very strange.
Yeah, like I have a history book. Let me go get it. Well, you guys can talk for a minute. I'll go get that history book. I'll show you. It's changed even on my history book.
That's odd because when I was in school, it was always one snake.
I think the really weird thing is that the Mandela effects can flip flop, and just like this one, it's changed 2 or 3 times. So that's very strange. You think these things would only change once?
Do you think it's going to be because something fails? Like the Bible talks about a head of the beast being mortally wounded and then healing, and it'll be so magnificent everyone follows it. Is that something like a flip flop? A big one?
Yeah, I mean it's okay. How many are there? 2?
Look at it. Look at it. There's a snake and a vulture now.
There was never a vulture on there.
No,
That's
this book only had 1 snake. It was a cobra on the front middle.
I definitely don't remember the 2 cobras either. I just remember 1 cobra. And what does that tell you? That it keeps changing. It's very confusing. I can't really figure it out why that would happen. And like she was saying, there's mistakes or something. We're dealing with multiple timelines or multiple realities for sure, and some kind of mesh happening.
I wanted to bring up about Strickland confronting Marty in the hallway. Hang on.
Oh, I heard about
Talking about Back to the Future.
Yes.
How
Mr.
many how many Mandela effects is that movie gonna have? That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just trying to find that scene because they actually looks like they're nose kissing in that scene. I mean, oh my goodness, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I thought he yelled at him from across the way. Kind of.
No, but there's like this whole thing. I remember watching a video recently where, their heads were coming so close. They were like maybe like a couple inches away, not nose to nose kissing like that, or even touching. Jeez. Because I remember they were trying to illustrate the vase, the vase, and the cup. Hang on, let me show you the screenshot here.
Real quick, story mentioned if Berenstein goes back, I'll trip out, and that's so true. If Berenstein flips,
Yes.
everyone's gonna know it. Everyone. I don't think they'll do it. I don't think whatever's doing that. I think it'll be too obvious.
It's gonna have to be huge for everyone to see. Something is gonna happen where it changes almost everything, and then it will be like, and then it goes back to the way it was. And people are gonna follow it and probably be amazed by it. Be like, oh my gosh, it's God, or some spiritual false awakening that they're gonna have. They're not gonna be able to see through it.
Right. I've always looked at it as a sign to question everything. You know, you got to, and I've always questioned reality, but I've always took it as a sign to just question everything. Things are not as they seem.
No, nothing's the same anymore. That's for sure.
I know. Even things here have changed. It's very strange.
I've heard of people's neighborhoods changing.
Yeah.
That would be really weird because people know their neighborhood and what it looks like. I mean,
Different like houses that were like really pretty at one point, they're like different colored, and I'm like, when did they paint this? I ride my bike or I jog past here every single day. When did this change? They didn't do it in the winter, obviously.
Trubisky,
Yeah.
I'm with you there. Jiffy, I wish Jiffy would go back.
That's another one I have a dual memory on. I remember the commercial Choosy Moms, Choose Jif or whatever, but I remember it as Jiffy. I remember Jiffy somewhere, you know, but since they advertised so much when I was a kid, I remember Choosy Moms, Choose Jif. But somehow I remember a Jiffy.
I remember Jiffy too. There is a Jiffy ready mix, like they make like bake mixes and bread mixes and stuff. And I remember looking at that when I was a kid. This is a long, long time ago, and I thought, oh, they must have it in because it has parentheses around it because they have the same name, so they have to do something different. I remember seeing that and Jiffy peanut butter and thinking they're not the same company, but they had to make it a little bit different.
Right.
So I know Jiffy once existed. It's really strange.
Oh, there's also a restaurant that was doing Jiffy burgers, or actually Jif burgers, and they have like a custom made sign, and that sounds good. I would like try it. Maybe hamburger and peanut butter goes together. But it was a peanut butter hamburger, right? And they had Jif on there as the peanut butter. And this was you could tell somebody drew it and painted it, and that was good residue evidence there because that restaurant, it still says Jif peanut butter.
Yeah.
There's some residue from a cartoon. I'm not sure which cartoon it is. It was posted on Facebook.
That looks like Family Guy, the one that's up now.
I'm not sure. I don't think that's Family Guy. It's some other cartoon.
Oh, American Dad, I think.
Yeah. It could be. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Jiffy right there.
Brian, have you seen all the predictive programming that is in cartoons like that, like The Simpsons? Have you?
Yeah, there's residue from when The Simpsons predicted 9/11. But
Yeah.
the big thing is, what is the significance of 9/11? That's what I want to know. Do you guys all think the same thing? What is the significance of 9/11?
Well, it's almost like 9/11 created some kind of rift. And I heard people talking about that not long after it happened because it was such a big ordeal that it's almost like it did change the timeline. And it would be like a node in the timeline, too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this certain major event. So that's my only thoughts on that.
Yeah, I guess the big thing is, I plan on bringing some experts in here, and maybe some expert on 9/11 would help.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good ones out there. I don't know. How do you think 9/11 pertains to the Mandela effect?
How do I think? Well, the 9/11 is I don't know. To be honest with you, I really don't. I mean, I have my own personal theories. But
Well, there's obviously some red flags there. Here's my thing about 9/11. The whole thing is pretty much about building 7. A plane a plane did not fly into it. I mean, what more evidence do you need? But yet it still came down in a demolition. The thing just free falled like the towers did. And
how about the plane that hit? Did you guys hear about the one I posted where a plane hit the Empire State Building and it didn't come down?
exactly. And I believe the Twin Towers were supposed to be even more structurally sound than the Empire State Building, right?
Right.
And they were definitely built later. But to me, it's a no-brainer. Just look at Building 7. Why did it fall down? It just happened to fall down. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Something's off. And then there's 100 different things other than that that are red flags about the whole thing. And then what happened after 9/11? We lost a lot of our rights because we were exchanging our freedom for security, which is something our founding fathers warned us about. And so to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, just look into Building 7 and tell me what brought it down and tell me why it happened to free fall like a demolition, just like the other buildings did.
Yeah.
But a
let me
lot of people don't get that for some reason. A lot of people just can't. I don't know.
This is from when Back to the Future predicted 9/11. See the Twin Towers, and now it's the Lone Tower. There's a scene. Somebody brought it up in the chat. I forget who, about the 9/11 programming. Now, do you think this stuff? Let me ask you guys: was this always here in the movie and we just missed it, or did they add this in the movie later? About the 9 right here in the upper left corner and the 11 on the tracks. What do you guys think?
I totally missed that. If it was in the original, that just flew by me because I wasn't looking at that kind of stuff back then either, you know?
Did you guys ever see the all-seeing eye right here, the hidden knowledge all-seeing eye in this scene? I kind of remember that.
I don't know. Yeah, I see it now. I don't remember seeing that though. And they do that kind of thing. It's in the background,
Mm-hmm.
very inconspicuous.
But I think we are paying more attention to things now that the Mandela effect has hit full scale. I mean, everybody's looking for the next great Mandela effect. You know what I feel like? Really? Like, honestly, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where they're all hunting for the golden tickets. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies. I love Gene Wilder, but elaborate a little bit more on it. Which scene?
Well, the scene where that guy is hiring all those peanut shelling people to look for the golden tickets and all those candy bar wrappers. I know it's not that rare. Mandela effects are everywhere.
Okay, but I haven't heard of that one, but I do remember that scene. He was paying all those people to unwrap all of them so that his daughter could win.
Right.
So what's different about the scene now?
No, I'm not saying that's a Mandela effect. I'm saying that's how the Mandela effect sort of is now. I mean, we're all looking for the golden ticket, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a major search, right?
Yeah, but
has
definitely
that movie even changed,
Teresa.
I wonder?
What?
I wonder if anything in that movie's changed. It seems like everything else had.
I know. I was just watching Rain Man earlier, and I don't remember. Now I could be wrong. I don't remember Tom Cruise smoking a cigarette in that movie.
Hmm.
Do you guys remember that?
I've
Tom
never seen
Cruise
that
smoking
movie.
a cigarette in that movie.
I
Brandon?
couldn't tell you because it's been so long, and I do like that movie though, and I watched it a couple of times, but I couldn't tell you if he was smoking a cigarette or not. It seems like he was because he was, his character was kind of like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's almost like, you know, I wish I had better memory from back then. Like, I wish I would have paid more attention like I do now, you know?
Don't we all?
You know what I see happening, Brian, and this involves everything, not just the Mandela effect. I see people watching hundreds and thousands of videos and just trying to figure out what's going on a lot of different levels. It's basically the truth movement,
Oh, wow.
everything like that. I see a lot of people seeking for truth, which means a lot of people are out there knowing that we're being lied to and manipulated. And I don't see any other outcome except for a mass awareness of all these things. That's my hope. That's my hope.
Okay, so we got Plain Jane in the chat. Says here, the Tin Man never had a gun. You
He
guys
did.
remember Tin Man having a gun?
Yeah, but they
That
all
was the
have some
Scarecrow.
sort of weapon. They all have some sort of weapon now. They're totally ready for battle.
I know,
I
right?
never. The
Good
straw
night,
man
cause
now has a gun. That was weird.
Yeah, I do remember the cowardly lying having a net. I do remember him having a giant net, but that was it to me. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Um, let's see.
you
So I have a
guys.
question about the song Hotel California.
Okay.
They talk about they're like talking about the spirits, and they're saying any time of year you can find it here. But I remember them saying any time of year you can find me here.
I
And
remember it.
it's now it. You remember it? See, I tried
Yeah.
so hard to
Hey,
find
hold on. What
anything.
is
I
it?
have a lot of weird ones.
Oh, I want to say one thing about that song. If you look into the history of rock and roll and Satanism, that song is a very good example of witch speak, right? Because tell me what that song's about, Rena. Hotel California. What is that song about?
I've heard a lot of people say that it's about just there's a murder that happened in a hotel in California there, but to me it's always been like massive orgies and sacrificing just evil stuff.
Well,
Just
my point is, it's like in witch tongue, right?
mhm.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to anybody but those who speak that. And I've heard of a lot of recording engineers, even back in the 60s and 70s, saying that they actually would take the master tapes into a room and put a spell on the song.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you guys ever researched that, but I researched that because I like to play the guitar, and I play a lot of Sabbath and AC/DC and stuff. And um, I'm actually trying to fight that because I know that there's just,
Yeah.
ominous things going on with that.
What did you think about Dio? Do you think he was pretty straightforward?
Well, you know what? I just watched a interview of him talking about Satanism, actually, right? Like the
Mhm.
interviewer is asking Dio, and Dio says he was raised in a Catholic family, and that's what turned him off
Yeah.
to God.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you look at, I don't want to be too dark and stuff, but really look into the Catholic Church. There's things there. It's
Yeah,
um
it's shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
It's hard to point. I mean, it's so easy to point blame, at certain places. We don't until we know the truth or anything. We can't. We can only point fingers right now.
You
I
know,
mean, I wish we knew the honest to God truth.
I wish.
It looks like we lost. Did Cosmic Heart leave a little while ago? I didn't even get to say
I
goodbye.
heard something fall out. Someone fall out. Yeah, probably. Just to touch
Okay.
on Dio real quick, there is a song. It's called "All the Fools Sailed Away," and I was listening to it the other day, and he actually talks about the lion and the lamb. He's like, "You're hunted by the lion and the lamb. You're caught in the middle of the madness, hunted by the lion and the lamb." I think that's how the lyric goes. But it's just funny that even Dio remembers the lion and the lamb. He's singing about it.
Yeah, I mean, and Dio is your quintessential doom. I don't know. I mean, but I was fascinating watching that documentary that was asking all these rock artists and metal artists about their take on, Satanism, I guess. And I was fascinated that Dio talked about how he was disenchanted by the Catholic Church, and that was his whole reason for doing what he does. But yeah.
Yeah, see, I've seen him say that, he always wore giant crosses and stuff too because there was like a group of witches that were trying to like hurt him and when he was with Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
And
and
he wore that as protection.
Black Sabbath says themselves that there was actually a fifth member to the group, like something else was. And I can play a lot of Black Sabbath on the guitar, but it's like an inner battle for me because I know where that is actually coming from. I used to think it was just an act.
Good night, Cosmic Heart. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hello.
Yeah, Cosmic's leaving. Hey, you guys want to bring up any more? I mean, before we go, we got time for maybe one more, couple more maybe. I'm probably going to end it in about 5 minutes.
It is late. You've had work, right?
It's like 1 o'clock over here. I don't know what time it is for you guys.
Yeah, I'm actually working 6 days a week, and yeah.
Yikes.
Well,
what about that James Bond movie? I'm looking through my videos. Dolly having braces in Moonraker. Do you guys ever remember? Did you guys know that movie?
Yeah, I know she had
there was
braces.
a commercial. There was actually a commercial. I'm trying to find it. Do you guys remember the commercial though, where she actually has braces? The one they're imitating her off of.
Vaguely.
Yeah, we got 5 more minutes, folks.
Well, well, I was talking to Brian earlier about one of my things, and it's Men at Work. Who can it be now? And I remember, like, I was singing it today. I was like, who could it be now? Like, and I was saying could instead of can. And then I went and listened to it. It's like, I got to hear that song, and it's can. And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
I remember could. I remember
you do too?
could.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
question.
could it
do you
be
remember?
now?
Yeah, that's what I remember. And I can hear it in my head. Do you remember Dean Martin singing Memories Are Made of These or Memories Are Made of This?
These,
me too. And I
That's
found
not
a few
right.
videos. No, it's Memories Are Made of This. And I hear it and I'm like, this is so wrong. And so I'm really impacted by the musical aspect of Mandela effect.
Right.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I feel robbed. Out of all the things that changed the music, I feel the most robbed completely.
And it's not as good, it's still, all this stuff still kind of works. It just doesn't work as well as we remember it. How come our memories are better than what is actually there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Very weird. But we're all impacted differently, and that's the strange thing.
And
then we can all meet in the middle with one thing, and we're like, well, why do we remember other things so different?
And it makes it harder to figure out too, because everything doesn't line up,
Yeah, it's like right here in Wikipedia. You guys see that? How daylight saving time, they're calling it 2 ways.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that Mandela effect. It's
Mhm.
so. It was
Ah,
daylight saving time, not savings.
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
it was saving time for you.
no, it was day. Yeah,
Savings.
wait, daylight saving. And
Saving.
now I can't even remember how it was. Daylight. It's wrong the way it is now. Is all I remember.
They stole the S from savings.
Oh, here's a song. You remember "Who Will Save Your Soul"?
It's
By
savings time. It was savings time,
yeah.
not saving time. My whole life. My whole life. Everybody said it that way too.
Hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find the "Who Will Save Your Soul" lyrics to see if the lyrics have changed. Check this out. It says "Who will save your souls" now. Have
Did
seen that change? Who will save your souls if you won't save your own?
That's really scary. I see. I
Play,
always
play the
thought it
song
was
back.
soul.
It was "Who will save your soul," and it even says it in the song title. I think that's weird how in the song title it should
Yeah.
reflect what's in the text.
And there's a lot of songs and Mandela effects that the plural has changed.
Let me say this before I forget because maybe you remember it. I can't find anyone else that remembers it this way. But the um, "Arms of an Angel" song by Sarah McLachlan. Um, she sings at one point um, from this dark, cold hotel room, but I always remembered and heard it as "from this dark hole you tell me." And like I hear it now and I read the lyrics, I'm like, are you kidding me? How did that change? So
Wait, in the dark, what?
she sang "from this dark hole you tell me" is how I remembered her singing it, but she says "from this dark, cold hotel room" is
Hotel room.
yeah. A lot of people are saying it's just hotel room, and that maybe it's just I misheard it my whole life, or I don't know.
That one, I don't know the lyrics well enough to comment.
It's weird.
Well, I'm seeing the same thing, Rena, with that song "Father of Mine." You guys remember "Father of Mine"? I know you do, probably.
Yeah, I saw your video on that.
Yeah, "Father of Mine," who will take me to the movie, who will take me to the beach, or you would take me to the movie, you would take me to the beach. I remember movies, because you go to the
Movies,
movie.
yeah. It was movies, multiple.
I mean, Truth, what do you think about that one? Was it movie or movies?
I'm not sure about that one. What song is that?
Father of Mine by Everclear. I
See,
kind of remember movies.
I didn't listen to Everclear a lot, so that one's just a song that I don't know.
Oh yeah, Smooth Criminal, True Biscuit. That's a good one.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal changed.
See, my biggest music one is I remember Blind Melon doing a cover of Lemon Tree. Um,
I
or
love
either
Blind Melon. Love
I do
Blind Melon.
too.
And he
And I
died
had a
too.
whole
This.
CD with that on it, and now it's gone. It like drives me crazy because I'm like, I'm never gonna hear Shannon Hoon sing Lemon Tree. And now it's Fool's Garden. And I can't get over it.
So like the whole cover changed.
Um, and it was Tones of Home, or the best of Blind Melon, Tones of Home. They had on it a hidden track, and it was Lemon Tree. And I don't know if it was just a cover, but I'd listen to it over and over and over. I'd have to fast forward and then skip back and vice versa to get to hear it. And it's completely gone. They've never covered that song, and it's always been done by Fool's Garden. And I search it, and I do find a lot of things labeled Blind Melon Lemon Tree, and so it drives me crazy because I listen to the Fool's Garden version now. I'm like, that is not how it sounded to me. It's just so weird.
Well, I know
So
what you mean. Some Mandela effects just trigger you more than others.
definitely,
The Star Wars always gets me to the bone. You know.
yeah. See, it's like the one
I'm
thing where
wondering what they will do to you, R2D2. I hope they don't change him. My goodness.
Yeah, I need to take a good look at R2 real
Look at
quick.
R2D2
Yeah,
now.
draw him.
yeah, Tracy.
You guys see the lyrics I'm showing up here? You've been hit by, you've been hit by. Somebody brought that up in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
been you've
one
been hit by, you've been
is
struck
really
by.
strange.
That's what I remember anyway. Well, guys, we're gonna cut out of here again. Thanks for watching. You guys have a blessed evening, and and hope you rest well. Okay.
All right.
Maybe
Thanks.
Thanks for doing
dream
the
about
call.
some of these Mandela effects and try to envision some of these things before they change.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
I had a lot of fun, guys. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks for joining us
Bye.
at Normal Truth, and thanks, Rena.
Yep.
Good night, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Good night.